Okay, today we're going to talk about judicial review. This spurs from Marbury v. Madison, which is what we talked about yesterday. You have a 100% chance of being tested on Marbury v. Madison and judicial review. So you can watch this quick video, pause this video to watch this quick video to explain judicial review in simple terms. But judicial review is basically going to be when the Supreme Court, in the judicial branch reviews a law and finds that it is either constitutional or unconstitutional. And if the judicial branch finds a law unconstitutional, that is a slap in the face to the other two branches because the legislative branch wrote the law and the executive branch approved it. Okay, so judicial review. You're going to read this right here, or I'm going to read it to you real quickly. Just before President Adams left office, he appointed John Marshall as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court was often viewed as the weakest of all three branches, but Marshall made the Supreme Court more powerful. John Marshall established the principle of judicial review in the case Marbury v. Madison. So why did we learn about Marbury v. Madison? It was the first time ever in American history judicial review was used. What is judicial review? When the judicial branch reviews a law to decide if it's constitutional or not. Judicial review is the right of the Supreme Court to declare a law unconstitutional or constitutional. This greatly strengthened the power of the judiciary by making it the final authority in interpreting the Constitution. So you're going to type your answers down here. If you see two spaces, it means there's two words. So, for example, John Marshall established the principle of blank blank. That would be judicial review. Judicial review is when the blank blank finds a law blank. You're going to start to feel really repetitive, but that's the point because all of this is connected. So, how do we remember this? We'll remember it like this. It's just same kind of triangle we're going to use for TJ and Alex, and this will work for you on a test every time. So you'll be writing this out, but John Marshall will go in the middle. It doesn't matter what goes on what point. So if I write MM, what does that mean? Marbury versus Madison. If I put JR, what does that mean? Judicial review. If I put UC, what would that mean? Unconstitutional or unconstitutional and constitutional. So if you get a question about Marbury versus Madison, your answer is either has to have judicial review in it, unconstitutional or constitutional, or John Marshall. You get a question about John Marshall, it has to be Marbury versus Madison, judicial review, or unconstitutional, constitutional. Another way, instead of saying that long part, unconstitutional, constitutional, blah, 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 you can say the constitutionality of a law. So anytime these are all related, this is how you use it. You will never get a judicial branch or judicial review question wrong. You'll never get a Marbury versus Madison question wrong, a constitutionality question wrong, or John Marshall question wrong when using this triangle. Okay, last thing that you're going to do is you're going to read the quotes. Jefferson does not like judicial review. You're going to read these quotes and you're going to go down to your answers and you're going to type his quote in simpler terms. So read the quote. How do we say it easier? You got to type in from the answers down here and then complete 1 and 2. That is it for judicial review. If you use this triangle, it will always work for you every single time. And I will be making a video about your TJ and Alex triangle to make sure you know how that triangle works for you every single time. So if you get a question wrong about judicial review, I know that you're not effectively using your John Marshall triangle. That is it for today on judicial review, and it's very important and 100% chance that it will be on your test.